of this song.
Justin Timberlake.
You wanna love me, wanna touch me, don't test 'cause you gotta know where to go. Don't know how to act, gotta fall back, it's on my back 'cause you.
Let's get in
Good
this.
mix.
Okay, so from Friendship X, we go to how do you confront friends or deal with friendship hiccups?
I don't confront. I cut you off.
See, that's toxic.
I
Let's-
know. I'm
We gonna pray for
working.
you. Oh,
Okay,
shut up. Shut up. We
scared.
finna holy water.
No, that's old me. I haven't had no friendship hiccups since that. I've never had an issue with a friend other than that person. Other people, we may just grow apart because we just have less in common, but we're still cool. That person, the only person I ever was close with that I fell out with.
You ain't feel no type of way when I made my little joke about you only taking one shot? Good.
I thought that was like a joke.
It was a joke.
Oh, okay. I'm like, damn, should I feel some type of way?
No, because you
That was
never
a
know.
joke.
Some people be like, why she mean like that? Like, why she
I can
say?
take jokes.
You know, what do you
You
mean
ain't
by
talking
that?
about like no personal stuff.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna deal about nothing
my
personal.
mama raised a bitch. Duh, I can't take no shot. I'm not gonna be mad about that.
But no, that was a joke. Like with the little car thingy too. One thing about me,
Yeah.
I'm a joke. Any serious situation, I'm gonna laugh.
And I'm gonna take it.
Okay, I'm
Cause
gonna
I got
laugh.
brothers that jump on me all day.
All day.
Wait, what's yours?
How do you confront friends or deal with friendship hiccups?
I'm not very good at it. I hate confrontation. Like, I hate it. I hate confrontation. And I hate awkwardness. I feel like
Yeah.
You kind of just revealed an ick I forgot about. Sorry. What are your conflict resolution skills? Why you saying that? Like, I just remember that. Like, what are your conflict resolution skills?
not conversation.
No, but like confrontation isn't always bad. I think people feel like that because we don't see too many World Star videos growing up. Everybody here was born into 1990s. So
Wait, what year you were born?
2001.
No, you wasn't.
I'm 22. It's 2023.
It blows my mind that y'all are 20-year-olds. Cause I will always look at y'all as like
I'm 22.
I know, but it don't feel like a person that was born in you said 2001.
Yeah.
It don't feel like y'all supposed to be 20 yet.
Nope.
Probably because I have a little brother. He will always feel like a little baby to me, but he was born in like
So you would wear a
2004.
2000 necklace.
Dang, you got a 90s baby. It's okay. I mean, people, it ain't that deep.
She got a red tattoo.
I want some tattoos.
I have
Yeah,
I just got
yeah.
this one. It goes around like this. And this is my little sister's name.
How
Does she
old
like
is Ava?
ladybugs?
I call her Ava Bug.
What year was she born? Last year?
2010.
What did you expect? Not 1990s.
But she's 13.
Duh, she's
She's in the
little.
8th grade. And she was born in 2010.
I'm honestly, I don't even keep up with my age. My age is news to me every time it pops up. When somebody's like, how old are you? And I'm like, 20, 25. And they be like, oh, you're 25. And I'm like, oh, I'm 25.
I feel like
Wait,
I'm
I thought
older
you
than
were
my
26.
age. Probably
I'm
'cause
25.
my
I
hair.
turned 26 in February.
Okay, that's true.
Okay, back to what I was saying. Like, yeah, like, I don't feel like conflict, you know, a lot of people feel like conflict resolution is like, you got me stuck, like, you
It
did
could be
this,
a
and it's not like that. It's
conversation.
just,
It's not like I don't like confrontation, but if someone does it first, then I'll talk about it. But as far as like addressing the problem, I think that comes into like me wanting to be a people pleaser. Like I don't want to make you upset. I don't want to do anything like that.
do you feel like you have anxiety with it too?
I do have anxiety. Not even just with that, just like I do have anxiety.
Okay, so, excuse me. So, in a situation where maybe a friend does come to you about addressing stuff, how would you like for them to address you?
Well, that's a good question.
Like I don't
Like,
know.
does your
Just don't-
anxiety
don't be
shoot through the
rude.
roof? When
I
they
don't
be
want to
like,
be caught off guard with it. That'll make your anxiety be like. I feel like maybe text somebody and be like, "Hey, can we have a conversation?"
okay, that's what I was just about to say. That will make my anxiety shoot through the roof if you're just like, oh, we can talk later. Like, no, we gotta talk
No,
right
not
now.
later, but like, hey, can we
Immediately.
talk? What will make me be like? It's like if you try to do it like right there on the spot. I'm like, damn, bitch.
Imagine
I
you
prepared
out
for
with
this.
other people and they come on, they're like, oh, Destiny. Okay, so remember when you pissed me off the other day? I would have been like,
that would be like, you want to talk about this now?
This is time and place for everything.
But yeah, I would want my friend to just text me and be like, hey, can we talk?
Would you like that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna text you like, hey, Gabby, can we talk? It's gonna be about my lashes though.
So remember when I got that lash fam?
Oh my
They blew
god.
off. Okay, okay, period. That what I said, that retention.
Period.
Flick, flick.
Next appointment not to September 9th, so
Period. That's next week.
I be sleeping wild too. I'm surprised they still on.
Oh, do you think them little sleep masks? Well, actually, you're not the last tip. Sleep
They'll make a
masks.
difference.
Oh, okay.
That's what I wear because I can't sleep without it. So
Really?
I need darkness. Like I can't.
She
You
holding
wear
her
a
eyes
regular one
hostage.
or like a puffed up one?
I wear a regular one.
You
It's
get a
satin.
puffed up one.
I had it. It don't stay on.
Cartier.
Because like
yeah.
the silk ones probably is like pushing up against your lashes.
I like make sure they lay it down first and then I put it on. But I get what you're saying. The puffed up one, it leaves room.
Yeah.
But they don't feel the same. I need it to be pressing against my eyelids so it can force me to go to sleep.
I can't sleep with
Destiny
that on my
said, "I'm
eyes.
going
I'm
to
too
sleep."
like.
I need to get.
What if I gotta get up? What if there's someone in my room? What if
I don't got time
That's
to.
how I felt before. That's how I felt before.
I gotta be
I got
alert?
over that though. And sometimes I'm like, man, something feel weird. I'm not gonna take it off because then I'm gonna die. So
You know what? We already talked about friendship pros in this video.
pros? No.
Okay. My friendship pros.
Like the pros of having a friend.
Yeah, or like
Like green flag.
yeah, green flags.
Okay.
I would say one that I don't feel like I have to hide myself to. Like with y'all, like I've had moments with other people where I'm just like I'm in a group of people, but like I still feel
You
alone.
can't be Ashley.
Yeah, and I still feel alone. Like I'm just like my social battery dies very quickly. But with y'all, it's just like, hey, love.
You gotta put that in the video so they know what you're talking about.
I would.
Man, I don't even remember recording that. Like,
No,
we
that's
was
I still have to
having so
edit
much
that for
fun.
TikTok. But yeah, like moments like that, like I really
Yeah.
feel like, yeah, I found my tribe. I like you guys.
I like having friends. But nah, I think a pro would be like what we doing now. Like, although we're doing a video, this is probably like conversations we would have if the camera wasn't on. Just naturally, just being around people without it being like,
I really like your necklace. I keep looking at it.
girl, some Fashion Nova like $3.
Okay, how do y'all navigate friendship link ups in your 20s/adult years?
Navigate.
Yes.
You go first.
Okay, I would say because like I have a friend, she's in her doctorate program. I have I have two friends in the doctorate program, and I have a friend that is in her lawyer program right now. I'm not calling them every weekend to hang out. I'm not calling them all the time to go to the club or lounge or stuff like that because I know they have different responsibilities for me. So it's like,
but
you have
also
to take that into consideration. So it's kind of like if I do reach out and they're like, I can't do this, I'm not taking it to heart because they have a lot on their plate. So it's not always easy to link up with your friends in your adult years. Like that meme that you'd be like, when can you hang out? It'll be like one friend, I can hang out Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The other friend, I can hang out Mondays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
Well,
I think with
but you
friends
still
like
make it
that,
work.
I don't know. I feel like you also don't want. I don't know how to describe it, but like maybe you should figure out a way where y'all can hang out that don't require them having to like go out and do a bunch of stuff. Like maybe like, hey, you want to come over? We can do like a girls' night in, movie night, so you can take your mind away from school or whatever. Like you gotta kind of figure out ways to hang out. Cause I don't know, y'all ain't gonna never hang out. Y'all just what y'all gonna do? Text?
Hang out after they graduate.
okay, but
It's
you
like-
want to keep the friendship alive.
Yeah.
One of my friends who's in her doctorate program, she was like, "Oh, I feel like you think I'm gonna be a bad friend because I can't do this and that." I'm like, "Girl,
But you
I've
understand.
been with you since our freshman year of college, and we literally have graduated, and you're in your program now. I'm gonna be there after. I'm gonna be there at your graduation. Like, I understand your responsibilities, but even if they're not in a program like that, schedules, there are
People,
schedule
jobs are
conflicts.
different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how would y'all approach that situation?
I feel like I would just sometimes you just gotta kind of keep trying. If nothing sticks, then they just gonna have to, whenever they ready, they gonna have to plan something. Cause you can't keep trying and they never have the time. You just wasting your time. So I don't know. Maybe they just gotta be flexible or create the opportunity.
Just looking at Gabby. And
I
Gabby's
agree.
like,
I'm looking at both of y'all. Like, I agree. I don't really have a lot to talk about in that area because,
how do you deal with it with being a lash tech? Like with your
well,
clients and
I
stuff?
think with me, like, I am my own boss, so like I can do take off whenever. If I want to move clients around, and that's not me, I ain't gonna do that. But you know, like I can do whatever I want.
She said, "Never expect a hey dude from me."
No, like I can take off whenever I want. Like I don't have to ask anybody anything. So like if I have friends who are super super busy and they tell me like, look, I can only hang out on Fridays at 5 p.m. or Saturdays at 10 a.m. Well, guess what? I'm gonna take some days off my schedule at Fridays at 5 p.m., Saturdays at 10 a.m. so that like I can make time. Like if my schedule is more flexible, I'm gonna work around their schedule.
Reciprocity for both of y'all. I hear it. Okay, last name for friendships. What making friends in your 20s or your adult years, how do y'all feel? Opinion?
It's hard.
It's hard. I feel like it's not that hard when you know somebody. Just connect with them. Like, of course, I met you on Bumble, Crystal, who don't want to be on camera on Bumble, but like I met Tiara through Crystal.
Roll her eyes out of us.
I met Tiara through Crystal. I met Gabby because she my Lash tech. And then I still have friends from high school, but like I told them, I don't hang with them that often. So I just feel like you kind of have to network. Like if you like somebody energy and they friends with your friends, like, you know, what's your Instagram? Like you got to take the initiative. Like you can't be shy all the time because I can be shy. Or I can be kind of standoffish when I don't know people. But if the drink's flowing and I like your vibe, then we're going to be friends.
Yeah, I can make friends whenever I'm drunk. But if I'm not drunk,
that's what I hate about myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey!
She a social butterfly.
In Arkansas, I feel like it was easier because like I'm comfortable there. I can go anywhere in Arkansas and feel comfortable. But like moving to a city 7 hours away and like trying to make friends in your 20s is a little bit harder because like I haven't known these women since, you know, high school, and they have these friends who they've known since elementary, high school. Like
the cliques be my that be
just,
what be
and
like.
You gotta
damn.
be careful in Atlanta because a lot of people
scam.
Not just that, they only like friends by
aesthetics.
Yeah, like they are friends because like they only hang with certain people because like they influencers or like they know that person is like on the come up or something. Like they not really friends.
I knew my best friend. She knew a girl that she would only want to hang out with them when they were hanging out with other popular people. And when my best friend told me that, I was like, what the hell?
It's just hard finding authentic people at this age and in the city. Yeah. Thanks. In the city that we're in and this age that we are, I feel like it's hard finding authentic friends because, like, you know, well, never mind. But yeah,
did you ever try Bumble?
No.
Honest.
I
just
have like anxiety, and so like in my head, I'm like, well, everyone's trying to kill me. So like,
if you do it, just
and that's
be
why
like,
I was that man on the ring.
Just be like, if you do it and you meet somebody, be like, hey, you know, me and my friends going out to brunch, and you can invite us. Like, don't go nowhere. I wouldn't have met them by myself.
Yeah.
Damn, if I said let's go to dinner at Osha, you wasn't gonna go.
I would like, who else going?
No, see, I go to dinner, but it's
like me and Krista did Osha.
That ain't dinner if it's daytime.
It was like 7. We went to Osha at like 7.
It depends. I mean, I was following you for a while, so I felt like, you know, I was seeing what you was doing, but if we just met, just followed each other, and you like, hey, let's go out, I don't know if I would have went, if I'm being honest. I don't know you.
And I don't like awkward situations.
That's why we're meeting in public. No, I don't like awkward situations.
Yeah, like what
either.
if we get there and but like she's a weirdo and now I feel weird. Like,
or like it's awkward silence.
Check, please,
and it's gonna be
and you
awkward
unmatched.
silence because y'all don't know each other.
But like me and Chris, that was how we were. But no, we did the Bumble meetup first, and then we went to Osha. And because we were just like, even though which is another important point, I feel like even though y'all are friends in a group, you still want to pour into each person individually as well. And it's not to say like, oh, me and her might be closer, me and her might be closer, me and her might be closer. It's just everyone's relationship is different. Like, yeah, we have a relationship as a group, but we still want to have a relationship like one-on-one as well. Yeah.
I feel like y'all two the only ones I text outside the chat. Crystal, I don't be texting Crystal because Crystal don't be texting.
Me and Crystal don't text often outside the chat either.
Crystal, we probably have text, but I don't remember a conversation we done had outside this group, which is fine. But like, you do want to build individual relationships with people that you are in a friend group with.
I think that was another thing that I didn't realize bothered me until I actually like when somebody brought it to attention, like on a TikTok video or something. And I was just like, dang, because I met a girl individually, but then we became like in a group and we would only talk in a group. But this was a friend, like, because I'm not high maintenance, but this was a friend where the high maintenance didn't even really feel like high maintenance, so we would talk all the time. But then when we became a group, it was only talking in a group, not really like texting separate. And then when we did text separate, it wasn't a lot, and it was just like,
ooh, I got a question. Would you feel some type of way if you in a group? Let's say it's like 4 people.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use us as an example. It's like 4 people. Would you feel some type of way if like I was linking up with certain people outside of the group and didn't ask you if you wanted to come? Like when you see us 3 out to dinner, or you see me and Gabby out, you're like, damn, them bitches ain't asked me.
No,
Like, did you
I
feel
feel
something?
like if it's like, you know, me and Ashley gonna go to the movies, or me and you gonna get something to eat, or me and you gonna do this, that's fine. But it's like, it's 3 of y'all and I wasn't invited, now I feel some type of way. But if it's like,
One-on-one?
this
No, I
and
feel what Gabby's
yeah.
saying,
Cause why didn't you invite me?
I don't mind one-on-one, but like I'm be like, dang, they ain't asked nobody if they want to go.
because I feel that like as a group, it's kind of just like we're all equally friends. So like, why this time like I wasn't invited? Like I do have FOMO sometimes, of course, and it's just kind of just like, why couldn't come this time?
But if you never show up, I'm not gonna invite you.
That's
Yeah.
different. I'm not. Yeah, but if you know, like we do show up, and like this time I'm not invited, I'm just kind of gonna be like, and that was my biggest thing. Like I'm not even gonna finna lie and say this was in the past, but even in the present, I don't mix friendship groups. If it's not my birthday,
I don't
I'm
like
not
to
mixing
either.
friendship groups. Every time I did it, everybody become close, and then I would get like
Yeah.
pushed
Not even
out.
just
So I
because
would
of that.
just
I don't like
can't.
mixing my friends. Like if y'all was to ever meet like friends from high school,
It's
college,
gotta be a birthday
Yeah.
or
Cause I don't.
Thanksgiving.
That's just weird to me. Not weird, but like,
I have friends across the way. They probably gonna watch this video.
yeah.
Literally, like when we make a plan in our group chat, then we hang out. When we make a plan in the group chat, then we hang out. But they're never just like, dang, Ashley, why you ain't invite us? Y'all wasn't in the group chat. And they already understand that because they're just like, you know, they also agree. We're not mixing friends. So what is everyone's current relationship status?
Married. Nice.
Oh,
in the video, girl.
We're
I
gonna go
have a
down the line.
boyfriend, I suppose.
How long? Were y'all meet?
Don't get
Were
my
y'all-
face knocked off. Post this.
We've been together for 2 years. We met because he is a noob and he brought through a Fall 21 line, and I am an AKA. I came through Fall 21, and we had like a conjoined Fall 21 party, and he was there with his boys, and yeah, he thought I was cute.
My brother's a new.
So that's how we met.
It's your turn, honey. What's your relationship status?
My man is non-existent. Not even in my dreams.
So you like single, no
You single, not
situation,
talking?
you not texting nobody, nothing.
Not even in my dreams, not in my
That's how I
imagination, not no roster. There's nothing there.
It's giving self-care. It's giving.
It's giving
Fuck someone
prioritizing.
Okay, but that's the thing. Self-love, growing in your self-love does not erase the fact that you want companionship.
But why you don't get on Bumble? You met your friend.
Okay, let's talk
I
about
don't
it.
do that.
I did Bumble dating one time, y'all. Me and this man matched, and this is definitely going in the video. Me and this man matched, and like Bumble, like the women have to like respond first or talk first, or and if you don't want to, you can do like one of the little prompt thingies where they don't reveal the answers until you both answer. So I chose your favorite food.
Oh, I think you told me this.
The good Christian woman that I am, I put my favorite food is French fries. This man, I'm gonna bleep it
It
out.
was provocative.
He said you're and whatever you're cooking.
Oh no.
Yeah, you told me that.
Well, you know what? You need to get on a Christian dating site.
Christian dating site. You need to get on Hinge.
I was on Hinge.
Hinge is a little
I did-
better.
No, it was
No,
not.
get on a Christian dating site. My
Christian
aunt met her
dating.
husband.
Liked Hinge was because you could put African American.
So you can't do that on Christian dating sites.
When am I gonna be Christian mingle? No, I already prayed to God. Like I talked to God about this. I just really want to meet the old fashioned way. Like the dating apps, I can't do it.
But do you like be going out by yourself? Maybe going
No,
to
I love
like
solo dates.
upscale
I love solo
restaurants?
dates, yeah.
Well,
That's my
If
thing.
I
You gonna run across
was
them one
single, I would definitely be like at those places people talk about, like Friday night, where all the like men. Be.
First of all, you supposed to be talking about your relationship status.
You're right.
Enough about me, okay? Let's not focus on me, okay? I'm depressed enough about my love life.
Oh my god. Well, I'm in a relationship too. It's only been like 1 or 2 months. So
That's cute.
Where?
it's new.
how'd y'all meet?
We met at school.
Mm-hmm.
I shot my shot.
Yeah.
Tell us
I
that.
got rejected. No, I'm like,
Okay, I was like, wait, what? I
He
think
got
I knew
me
each
rejected.
other, but
He's the first and last person I ever shot my shot with. So I threw the basketball in the DM and we was texting. And originally I thought he stopped texting me, but I found our old messages and I'm the one that stopped texting him. Ooh. So we could have been married. We could have been together.
And it's your fault, but no way, it's not even your fault. God had a time for everything.
No, because like Destiny now, he wouldn't have got this Destiny. And I wouldn't have got him now. So it's
That's
like,
what I feel.
when I tell you it will fall in your lap, like I'm the type of person where I'm never really talking to people. Because I don't want to talk. I don't really, like I went through a phase after I graduated, honestly while I was in college too, where I wasn't talking to nobody. I clearly wasn't going out on dates, and then I finally started going on dates maybe last year, and then I stopped, and then my man now, he's like, hey, let's go out, and I'm like, okay.
And one thing about Destiny, when they go on them little dates, you watch her story, it be like,
oh my God. Everything.
This week, I'll be like,
if you want to see the video regular, I'll show you.
damn.
I mean, but
I'm trying to figure out what filter that is. That's how you hide a man.
You have that filter saved, like
we do day dates all day, but yeah, that filter so y'all really can't see the video.
I'll be in that bitch like,
real
damn.
virgin.
this is random, but
We did get a picture though.
We did. We did. I was like, you was on your story.
I think it was close friends.
Yeah.
His
You
face,
did.
his whole face.
I was like, what the hell? It's too late now. It might be in your archive.
You talking about the video?
It was a picture. He was like, what she say on there? Not my man. Maybe this ain't my man. But it was a
Let me
picture.
see I did not post. I posted that one video.
No, Destiny, you maybe they was drunk. She finna find out she was drunk.
No, we don't be drinking.
Y'all don't. No, go to your archives.
Okay. I'm like, what the
Story
hell?
archive.
I mean, I don't care. That's my man. But like, what the hell? Was it recently?
Your story archives look different from mine. Hold on.
Oh, star.
Just go through them. No.
Was it recent?
It was it was recent.
Oh.
There you go right there.
Wait. Yeah, you can see his face. All you gotta do is hold it.
Post it that man.
But y'all said it was a picture.
I know it
posted
was.
I'm thinking I posted a
What is
picture.
it?
The
I
little
could've sworn she
flash
posted
thing.
him.
Oh, I paused it, so it didn't.
Yeah, I paused it. I was holding it.
Oh, yeah, I held it down.
I'm thinking I posted a picture. I was like, oh my God. What did I post?
Her man.
Period.
Okay. So everybody's relationship this. Okay, even though y'all have men,
Mm-hmm.
what do you want in a man?
God fearing,
Yeah.
respectful. Lean back. You got even.
I want someone who is like comfortable in his position. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like
When men aren't comfortable, they're mean.
Yeah,
When men, like if they're going
makes-
through financial stuff, they're mean.
makes me feel like a woman. Like, I feel like in
just a girl.
society, I don't know. Like, I want flowers. I want dates. I want to be like, I want you to
Romantics.
actively pursue me all the time. And it's like when you try to explain that to them, they don't really be getting it. I don't
Do you
know.
feel like your boyfriend do that?
No.
Oh.
I might have to cut that out.
Well,
No,
that's the
because
thing about
I'm like,
I didn't used to
truly-
get that, but I get
Like,
it now.
truly, that's what we're having problems right
Yeah.
now because of that.
But
Do
you
you tell him that?
communicated that.
Yeah, but it's like I'm tired of repeating myself, so now it's
Don't
just
repeat
like you're
yourself no
giving me
more.
the ick, and it's just like
Damn. That's how I felt about my last situationship, and I felt like maybe I'm asking for too much, but then
it's Lash.
I'm not listening.
No, we're listening.
It'd
Damn.
be the bare minimum what you be asking.
Yeah, I felt like I was asking for the bare minimum,
Right.
and then it made me feel like, well, maybe I'm asking for too much. But with my man now,
You're asking a
he
wrong
don't show up
person.
to my house without flowers, and I'm just like, damn.
Damn, he came with flowers that one night I was there after the girls' night.
He bought them the day before.
No, but he still showed up with flowers. Exactly.
Every time he's doing stuff that I felt like was just asking for too much.
Yeah, exactly.
And he still dates me. Like, we went out on a date to this steakhouse. We got dressed up, and I'm like, damn, this is like,
You ain't
I was
post that. I only
nervous.
seen the blue dress. And she be dressing.
I wore a brown jumpsuit. It was cute. But like, he dates me.
yeah.
What's
I
the
want.
question?
I feel like
No, that's
But
good.
truthfully, here we go.
Nah.
Truthfully, whenever me and my boyfriend first got together, like he wasn't my original type, and I wasn't his original type. But it's like, you know, we put that aside because I don't know why we did, but it worked. But now it's just like now I feel like, you know, you're not doing these things for me because I'm not like
You
I
didn't
don't want to
set
say
that
the
tone.
love of your life or like, you know, the girl of your dreams. I feel like
Yeah.
men will do that for the girl of their dreams, and like I don't want to be with someone who's not like head over heels in love with
Yeah.
me.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. So they always say men will do what you're asking for the right one or whatever, and that's an issue that I had in my past relationship, how do you really see things going?
Well, at first, I was like, I can put that aside. Maybe that's just not him. Maybe we can find but now it's like you're not doing anything. So now I feel like I'm mourning the relationship before it's even over. Because I feel like women leave mentally before they do physically.
Yeah,
so like I really hate to admit it, but I feel like right now, like, he's a really good dude. Just cheat on me, doesn't do anything.
That's the problem though.
Yeah.
You feel like just because they're a good person
He's
that
a
like
really good
it's not that big a
person.
deal, but you still need what you need.
Right.
Yeah, and people act like cheating is the only deal breaker in a
Exactly.
relationship, which is what I was gonna ask. What are y'all deal breakers? But people act like other things can't come into play that'll make you feel like, the relationship isn't work out. Like, we might be better friends, but romantic partners is not there. Like, they think like you'll be asking for the bare minimum, and they just, like, my ex, like, I'll post on like Instagram or Facebook like, oh, I want a man that gives me flowers. You're like, why are you posting that?
Mm-hmm.
And then my man to give me flowers.
He took it as an attack. For the longest, it was, but
Get your shit together.
I won't even cap. Like, me and my ex, we were both the issue. Like, I will not take accountability on that. Like, we were both the issue. Like, so there were situations where it was just like, when that comes to my mind particularly was I had posted on Snapchat back when Snapchat was cool. Get off Snapchat. I was just like, it was a post about getting flowers or whatever, and I was like, yeah, I like fake flowers because I can't keep real ones alive. My dad is the only one who has a green thumb in our family. My mom thinks she has one, but my dad is the reason it's alive. My mom's not keeping the flowers alive. It's my dad. He's the only one with a green thumb. But I was like, yeah, like fake flowers because I hate the smell of dead flowers. And he like swiped up and he was just like, why are you posting this? Like, this is something that men need to earn from you. My current man. Not current, like right now, but at the time. And I was just like,
what do you mean by that's something a man has to earn?
If it's something that needs to earn, like, why you ain't earning it? Like, I like fake flowers and I've never gotten them from you. Like,
my thing is,
I had a man.
don't settle, especially if
yeah.
you in your 20s, you ain't got no kids. Like with
Don't
Gabby's
settle.
situation, like you're 22.
Yeah, I just feel like it's sad though because we have spent 2 years together. We live in a different city together. And genuinely, he is a good person, but I just feel like he's not a good person for me.
you. That's important.
And then I hate having this mindset, or I hate getting on social media and seeing these women getting treated like the best of the best. I'm like, I want that, and then
When
it
they
makes
be
me
like,
feel
I hate my nigga because it's quote or something like you're doing something good.
I feel like I'm content. I'm like, okay, whatever. But then I get on social media and I see like, actually, you know what? I do want that. I'm tired of telling myself I don't want those things just because it's not given.
No,
give it to me.
Like
So,
you want to be all mushy.
you're gonna get what you deserve. No matter
Romanticize
what.
your life, okay?
You're gonna get what you deserve. Period.
With or without him.
And one thing I learned from my ex and just seeing like other people's relationship and just studying more about it. Whatever you ignore in the beginning is going to be major problems growing in that relationship if y'all decide to hold it on. So like, my advice to viewers would be, don't let that mess slide. Like, if you want flowers all the time, speak up. Like, I met a girl when I used to work at Crate and Barrel. Her name is Rashard, and how confident she was in herself and just in other areas of her life really spoke to me, because she'll just be like, yeah, my parents, they poured so much into me and my sisters because it's just all girls. So she'll be like, I'll tell my boyfriend, this is what I want, how I want it, this is what you need to show up, this is how you have to do it. And her boyfriend delivers on every mark. And even if she doesn't say something, he knows what she likes and he knows what she expects. So he's delivering on every mark. Like, you're not getting into that. They've been together, forgive me if I'm wrong, since high school, I believe. Happily in love, like, and that's how I see myself in my future relationship. Like, I'm not holding back no more. I'm not compromising myself. There's stuff you compromise in a relationship, and then there's stuff you don't compromise on. But certain stuff, nah. Black Air Forces, I'm standing on business. You're gonna give it to me right now, right then. This is what I want. This is what I expect. I'm not going back on it.
Period.
I also feel like whenever they're not giving you what you want, it makes you hold back. Because like now I can't love you 100%, or I can't give you all of me because I'm not getting the same thing. You can't do the simple things that I'm asking you for, and I know there's someone out there that would do it.
And the thing is, people, like Ashley said, like they'll do it for the person they feel like it's worth it for.
Yeah.
So it's like if he not doing it for you, then he would do it for like the woman of his dreams. And if that's the case, then like y'all wasting each other's time.
Girl,
Let it go. And
2
it
years
sucks.
is definitely a nice foundation, but
And it sucks to see it. It sucks to see, like, nobody wants to admit it, but it sucks to see your ex give everything you've been asking for to somebody else, because you'll be like, damn, like, was I the problem?
Was I not good enough?
Exactly. But you're never the problem. You're just asking the wrong person. He might not be the person for you, but there's somebody out there that is for you. So never ever think you're asking the wrong. Always think you're asking the wrong person, but never ever think you're the problem or there's some problem in your self-worth or how you carry yourself. It's not you. Y'all just aren't equally yoked. That's really how all it boils down to. Like, for me, of course, there's so many things I wanted from my ex, but he's not it for me. I'm not it for him. And when I realized that, we went no contact, like cold turkey, no contact. And I'm not gonna act like that was easy. It still bothers me sometimes, but at the end of the day, I want to get married. You're not who I'm going to get married to, and if I get married to you, we're going to end up in divorce. I don't want a divorce. So
can you see yourself marrying your current boyfriend?
How it is right now, no. Like I used to, but now it's just like
you require more.
Yeah, and he doesn't understand that. Like, just because 2 years ago I didn't require it, I do require it now. 2 years ago I wasn't the same person. I was barely in college. I mean, I'm lying. Well, no, I was like 19, trying to 20.
You're growing now, and you expect him to grow as well.
20-year-old woman, you got needs. You want to be always. You want to be courted. Like you want to. You want him to always continue to date you. Like,
right.
That same energy.
And it's like
I better keep it. He better keep it.
Like, I'm growing with God. Like, I am growing. I go to the gym 5 times a week. Like, I eat healthy. I have cheat days, but like, I am.
You becoming the woman of your dreams.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I need a partner to match that. Right. Yeah. And he is a good partner, but it's just like, I'm asking you for these things. You're not delivering. So now it's like, I don't know. I still love you, but it's just.
Maybe he'll be a good partner to somebody else.
Yeah, I think that
okay. At least you like recognize it, because that's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow. Like sometimes when you just know it's not right for you, it's hard to admit that.
Because that spirit of familiarity, it's gonna keep pulling you back. I'm just like, it is definitely a hard pill to swallow. And when it comes to that spirit of familiarity, like, stuff will go wrong with somebody else, or time will pass, and you think like, you know what? Let me. It's nothing outside for me. Let me go back to my ex. No, don't do it.
Doing anything else with anybody, and like
that's what shut me down.
Yeah, we had built all these memories over 2 years. It's very hard.
But imagine if you go 2 more years in a relationship.
Please don't be me. I tell people who aren't me right now, don't be me. Me and my ex, 4 years it took me to like ask myself, do I like sex with him more than I love myself? And that's literally. Keep asking myself that, because I never wanted to answer myself, but I kept asking it. That's what helped me to be no contact with him. All these things, like, and it sucks because even in this moment right now, you're probably like talking about it and you're just like, dang, like, they have good points. I myself have good points. Like, maybe I need to like go talk about it. And you don't know how it's gonna play out, but just choose you.
Yeah, girl.
Just choose you.
But the thing is though, like, I'm tired of talking. Y'all have no idea how many talks.
When did y'all move? Like, when did y'all sign y'all lease?
He moved here in December. I moved here in April, so we were long distance from December to April. But I was down here. I was going back and forth. He was coming down there back and forth. So
don't take this as like me trying to tell you what to do, but like maybe consider living on your own in your early 20s.
Yeah.
Consider.
Well, I did live alone before.
I'm talking about alone.
Look, my
girlfriend be that SRT tonight.
No, like, consider figuring out, because I'm not even gonna say figuring out what Gabby wants and Gabby needs, because Gabby clearly knows what she wants and needs, and she's not getting it. So just y'all can still be in a relationship, but consider just living alone.
I just don't think, because even when we didn't live together, like, I feel like us moving in together, I feel like in my head, and he said it too, like, that's our first step towards working towards, you know, engagement, marriage. Like,
but that's the thing, you don't want to be engaged to somebody you feel like this for, because this thing with men, a lot of men, and you see it in shows, you see it from like experiences like with older people in your life, men will settle because they already lost the one that got away, and they're just like, this is the safe choice. Don't ever in your life want to be the safe choice.
Know that they have a good girl. They don't want to treat her right, but they don't want anybody else to have her, because they know.
And don't be that girl either.
I saw something. It said,
because there's a man out there that's gonna give you flowers every motherfucking day.
Yeah, but look, I saw something.
Buy your
that
lash
said,
equipment every time.
Listen,
sorry.
Somebody said men marry the person that they're ready to marry at that time.
Yeah, like. Yeah,
whenever
they're ready to marry, it doesn't matter who it is. They're just
whenever they're
ready to get married.
That's who they don't marry.
And don't be in that resentment after the years go by when them kids come through, because you don't want a man that's gonna stay for the kids, and then you don't want the man that turns out to be a deadbeat to them kids if y'all divorce. 50-50. How do y'all feel about that? Me personally, I do want a man that's a provider. Like every man that I'm gonna say adult, even though I'm 25. Every adult male figure in my life, I've always seen them provide for their wife. My dad provides for my mom. My godfather provides for his wife. And even though my mom and his wife, which I call my bonus mom, even though they both also provide for like their kids and just the relationship in general, 90% of the time it's the man. And I feel like certain people be like, if you want to go traditional, it's 100% traditional. Or if you want to go new age, 100% new age. You can put both of those together. And I feel like that's what they do. Like, my dad, he pays the mortgages, emergency stuff. He covers all of that. And like my mom, she'll do like utilities. And if she don't got if she doesn't, if she doesn't have utilities, if she doesn't have utilities, my dad is like, okay, whatever. And he covers the utilities, because at the end of the day, it's a partnership. They know how stuff works for them. And every relationship is different. So don't be on Twitter like, oh my God, this girl's giving 100%. This other girl's giving 50%. I don't know what to do. Yeah. Don't be looking at other people's relationship. Find what works for you and your relationship. Like,
I saw a video on TikTok the other day. It was a podcast, and the woman was talking about how Black culture is the only culture that brings up the 50-50. Like, when you look at other cultures in, you know, Indian culture,
they
all the other cultures, they know.
They naturally
it's in their culture.
Yeah. The men are
the women take care of the home and the men are the providers. And it's just like Black culture has brought up this 50-50. And that's true. And another part of the podcast was like, you know, Black children or Black men specifically see their mothers do it all, and then they grow up thinking like, you know, well, if my mama could do it.
My mama had 3 jobs. She still cook, clean, scrub my underwear.
Like, please be the opposite. You saw your mama work 3 jobs. Like, you want to make sure your woman does it.
Like, I don't understand that logic, but okay.
I'm doing both.
Okay.
Like,
what you want?
Which one? I gotta be the provider, or can I be the nurturer?
Okay. I feel like if you want to be head of the household, you need to be paying for the house, or we both gonna be wearing pants.
And that's the thing. I feel like another thing, like when it comes to submissive and the dominance thing, like some people feel like, oh, when you're submissive, that means you're like a slave and stuff. Like you do whatever. Like in a real partnership, yes, the man is considered dominant. Yes, the woman is considered submissive, but in the grand scheme of things, there's going to be moments where the man is submissive and the woman is dominant, or vice versa. It's never going to just be 100% how that is. Right. Like with the right partner, you're not even going to realize when you're doing these things. Yeah.
And I feel like you can't pick and choose. Like, if I got to clean the house and do all this other stuff all the time, like if it's 50-50 in some areas, it's be 50-50 in all areas, or you know, whatever. Like, you know, you can't be head of the household. I don't know. Like, y'all know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, like a woman shouldn't have to stress about having to pay bills with you if she also still got to take care of the home. Because when you get home,
you're not going to
just sit down.
Oh God,
you're not run bath water, wash their ass, clean, cook, and still have to like get up every morning and do that too. Like,
and
you get to
on
sleep
top of that, like, some women are working jobs as well.
Exactly.
But then they're still expected to, even though I'm not paying rent, I'm still expected to come home and do all these things in the house.
Like, I understand why my mom came home angry sometimes. Like, I understand when it came to 3 kids. and
I
you're
don't mind
freshly
doing
in America,
that, but I ain't paying bills.
but just like your husband needs to pick up the slack. Like there are times where like my godfather, him and his wife, they both work from home, but so he'll put the kids to bed. She might wake them up, or he'll wake them up, put them kids to bed. When I sleep over there, for some reason, everybody busts into my room, aka my little sister, because she wants me awake with her at 6 a.m. And I'm pulling my weight, but whatever. But still, it's all like a working thing, and it's essentially, it's divided up equally, but it's not like just strictly the bill is $1,000. Where's your $500?
Yes.
Like it's not like that.
And then it's different. Like I don't know. I said this to my boyfriend, and it was not good. But he was like, well, what if I can't pay $2,500 for an apartment? And I was like, well, we don't need to be living there. We should live somewhere where you can afford it. And he was like, so you wouldn't give, whatever. I was like, I just don't think,
I feel like when it comes to living with your partner, y'all need to live somewhere where.
If one person
If
lose
you,
their job,
Yeah.
if you can't afford it on your own, don't live there with nobody.
So, and I feel like a lot of guys on Twitter, they be like, oh, you're asking for this, that, and there. You can't even provide it for yourself. Who?
True.
Because I like taking myself on solo dates, and I promise you, it is not to McDonald's.
Oh,
Girl, and another thing, don't ever let a man know how much money you make.
What are your boundaries in a relationship? So I feel like, for me personally,
Oh, now I remember.
okay, I will honestly say I don't like a friendly man, but not friendly in the case where like he can't have female friends. Like, yeah, that's fine with me. That never bothered me. Or if you're liking pictures on Instagram, that never bothered me personally. But like friendly as in flirting.
Like if I go on your Twitter likes and I see nothing but girls,
But no,
I feel like it's like,
I feel
for
like-
me, it's like if you're like flirty, you're giving anybody your Instagram, because I don't care about them likes, but if you were following 1,922 people, don't be following 23 tomorrow and it be a girl.
oh my god.
Me, I care about them likes. But my thing is, I'm little. I weigh 120 pounds soaking wet. I'm little. I have short hair. I'm light skinned. I don't want to get on your Instagram and all you're liking pictures of is 200-pound BBL, big titties, chocolate women. That's not me. So, like, what are you trying to say?
That's what you want?
That's what you want. That's what you like? That's what you like.
Bust down, middle part.
It's not me.
Excessively is a problem, but like Instagram is an app where y'all like. That's how y'all
I'm talking about
interact.
Twitter.
So.
Twitter likes.
No,
I feel like when you
everything.
liking people pictures on Twitter, you
People
trying to
is
get
not nice on
about
Twitter.
everything.
People not nice on Twitter. If you're liking like that on Twitter, no, I'm
You
gonna
trying to
feel
get
like
their
something.
attention.
Like I don't.
Yeah,
No, I
Don't like
that.
nothing.
and that makes you look thirsty.
Yes, it's embarrassing. I don't
Like,
want anyone to be like.
And
oh,
the thing
her
with
man was in my
Instagram
life.
be like, yo, sorry ass nigga, and 200 other people like this.
Girl, it don't say nothing else but they Instagram name.
Like, how you know? What is another like that?
But my thing is, why are you liking it if that's not what you like? Like, clearly you're saying you like that.
Something about that picture made you go, oh,
And
let me double tap.
she gonna see that and think, oh, he like that. And then
Be friendly. Girls take friendly as flirty. Shut it down.
Shut it down so fast.
Go on and say, babe. No, don't say babe. Ella, I'm being polite, but respectfully, I don't want you. Done.
I don't, like, y'all don't know each other from a can of paint. It's different if you know the girl. Like, y'all went to college together, all that. Okay, y'all work together, we'll do it, whatever. But if y'all know her from a can of paint and all she
Instagram
posts is bikini
influencers.
pictures, right? She got a 40-inch bust down. She, you know.
So the stories where you know how you can heart it.
Yup.
No, the hardest story things.
That's trying to get somebody attention too. Or
That's too much. Don't like nobody's
You know
story.
what?
Those
Delete
are
your
likes I
Instagram.
care about.
How about this? Delete social media.
Those are likes I care about. Don't be liking nobody's story, because if a man like my story, I'd be like, damn, what you trying to do?
What Ella say?
Shut it down.
but yeah.
Shut it down.
But yeah, another boundary is you can't only like I said, it depends on the whole friendly situation for me, but I really don't like a man who is only nice to me but mean to everybody else.
You don't like that?
I don't. And the only
Because
reason
when he don't like you no more, he gonna disrespect you.
exactly, and I feel like, most men have tempers, so it's just kind of like little things. You're trailing up that abuse. ladder.
Yeah.
And even like I had a friend where her man broke her phone and she didn't find no issue in that. Me, you break my phone, we're
That's
single.
too much.
Because one day I'm not gonna have my phone in my hand. So what you gonna have enough to break? So that's why I'm like, you can't only be nice to people if you're involved with them. Like when, but like I was saying, you know, you can still be nice to somebody. Like, you know, like I have a girl, please respect my boundaries, stay away from me. Like, and if you might have to mush somebody, mush
I want him to.
But like, don't just like. I seen this one video on. I actually was on Twitter where this girl dropped her purse. Of course, it was a lame skit, but this girl dropped her purse and the man like picked it up and she was just like, gracias. So then like all the next few clips was the girlfriend dropping her bag for the man to pick it up and be like, gracias, gracias, gracias. And I was just like, girl, like. It was just a drop purse.
Yeah.
That's when I'm just like, okay, like, you know, that's not serious. Like, I want you to be nice to others, but like, there's a thin line.
Yeah, it's a difference between nice and friendly.
Okay, I would say flirty, but yeah. So, confronting your partner or dealing with your partner hiccups, how do y'all confront them? I had an issue with that.
I feel like childhood trauma, I tend to shut down whenever there's a problem. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to do any of that. But I'm getting better. But, you know, once I've shut down and I'm thinking about it, had time to think about it, then that's when I confront it. You know, I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to tell you how I feel and then try to get you to see things from my point of view. Because it's like, I feel like men, I don't know, like men are wired and they think how they think. So, like, I'm a woman. You can't see from my point of view. So I'm going to explain it to you how I saw it.
I mean,
even if you're in the honeymoon stage,
I'm trying to think, how did I handle the last situation? Because it was always something. Like, it was,
okay, but like,
when it's toxic, though, it's hard to confront.
That's different when it's toxic. Like, moving forward, how would you like, for like me personally, my next relationship, we're not sweeping stuff under the rug.
Yeah.
Even if you can't process what I did or what's bothering you at that moment, babe, I'm upset with you right now, but I can't really put all my thoughts into words right now. So like, just give me like 30 minutes or something. But that's how we're handling it, and we're not calling each other out of our names. We're not cussing at each other during arguments and debates. Like, yeah, normally we might, oh, like, what's up? Like, what the fuck you doing? Like, jokingly and stuff like that. But like, if we're serious, like, if there's an issue, I don't want that cussing stuff because I don't know, my brain might short circuit. So if you say like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, okay, what the fuck are you talking about? Because now I'm gonna bring it to 100 right now. Because who the fuck you talking to like that? You're not talking to me like that. But I just feel like we have to come to each other with respect, level-headedness. Just because we're at odds doesn't mean we have to be rude to each other. So that's just how I'm like, my next relationship, I definitely want to take that seriously. And if I end up talking to a man, I do want to say like, hey, this is how I want to deal with conflicts, because I know this was an error in my last relationship from both me and my previous partner. So moving forward, this is how I want to deal with it.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like moving forward, I just want to have mature conversations. Like, I don't know. I don't want it to fester. I don't want, and like once we work it out, we're not gonna bring it back up when you mad again.
Last but not least, turn offs and turn ons.
Ooh, wait, let's do one first. What are y'all turn offs? I think
gang affiliation. If you've been to jail, felonies like that, like, I'm
Selling
sorry,
drugs.
it's also turn offs is a man trying to be my sneaky link. I'm 25. I'm not going for none of that right now. We're not sneaking nothing. It's a difference between a private relationship and just when a secretive, like, sneaky, and I'm not doing that. Another turn off for me, no ambition.
Yeah, nothing going for yourself. You gotta go.
No goals, nothing like that. And I'm sorry, and it's coming from a very privileged place when I say this, and I understand that. But you can't be my man and not have a car and not have a place to stay. And hell, if you stay with your parents, fine. But you
I don't think that's privilege.
You better be saving for like your own place or your own house. But, and I mean, I only say it's privilege when it comes to the car because cars are expensive and sometimes stuff happens. But like the tax bracket that I'm in,
not tax bracket.
You'll have a car. The tax bracket that I'm in, you'll have an apartment, all right. But yeah, so it's just like, anything I require, trust me, I can give it to myself. People like to be on social media like, oh, women require this and they can't give it to them. Who? Because, baby, if I'm asking for it, it's because I could get it. Yeah, if I can do it for myself, yeah, the man I can want is going to do it 10 times. Like, that's my turn-ons and turn-offs. Like, you can't just... No kids. I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm not dating a man with kids. My first child is going to be your first child. God better change my heart if my husband's supposed to have a kid, but he's probably not.
Well, I would say fashion men, like, but to an extent. Like, there are some
ones that
fashion
try to
men.
dress like Kanye. That's the turn off. Like the super, like, I can't describe it, but it's
I can't describe it, but when I see it, I'm like, no.
They give up
No.
a certain energy.
Yeah.
Like the scammer fashion men, no. But, like, I like
Ask him. I'm sorry.
90s, like the 90s fashion. You know, he's wearing, like, the jeans. I don't know to explain it, but, like, the throwback shoes. He has on, like, an oversized shirt. Maybe, like I don't know, a hat. Yeah, like, he dresses vintage. I like that. But my turn off is sassy, or like, you didn't buy me flowers, so I'm not buying you flowers. You didn't plan to date.
Well, I
so
gotta
I'm not
open the
planning
door
to
for
date.
you. It's
Right.
2023. I'm about to say 2023.
Very sassy.
Like, damn, sis. Where is it?
I thought I was the girl.
Okay, I'm just a girl. But literally, thank you for tuning into Callie's Corner. Next week, we have another video coming up for y'all. I'll let y'all know when that drops. But right now, I have Destiny, I have Gabby, and by audio, I have my executive producer, Crystal. Love her. But thank you all for tuning in. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what other videos y'all would like to see like that. But until next time, bye.
Baby, I can pop out right now, pull my big one on these hoes. Damn, I'm not acrobatic, I'm not flipping on my bro.